How are you, Mr. Brooks? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Mr. Warder, thank you for inviting me.
All right, I'm here today just to meet people and see the real interest in the sales job position. I do want you to know that this information session will be going on, but tonight I want you to answer some specific questions about the job today. And again, I want to reiterate, this is just a short get-to-know meeting, okay? Just want to get to know a little bit about Mr. Brooks. Is that all right?
That's great.
Okay, let's begin with this question. In no more than 1 minute, I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, 1 minute or less. All right. My name's Kevin Brooks. I'm a current student here at Ivy Tech. This is actually my last semester. I have 3 credits before I graduate, and then I'm transferring into ISU. I will be pursuing a degree, a bachelor's degree in adult and career education at that point in time. So I'm looking forward to that. I also work here at Ivy Tech.
Okay.
I'm an employment specialist, and my job is to help people find jobs. So I help them with their resumes, creating and developing their resumes. I help people as far as their interviewing skills, and I also help people with their job searches. So I really enjoy that. I enjoy working with students, and that's the path and the passion that I have.
Well, it sounds like you're off to a great start.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for letting me know a little about you in that segment. Let's move to question 2. Okay, this is dealing with an upset or angry customer. And we know how angry customers can be.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want you to think of someone that was angry with you. I'm sure that you've experienced that at one point in time in your career.
Yes, sir.
I want you to tell me about the situation. What did you do and how did you resolve the issue?
Well, actually, I used to be a manager of a car dealership, and unfortunately, we had a customer that had their car repoed when it should not have been repoed.
Okay.
They made a payment, and then later that night, after making a payment, a repo agent went out, took their car, and it was terrible.
Okay.
This occurred on a Friday night, so on Saturday, probably around 11 o'clock, we'd been in the dealership a couple hours. These individuals came in and they were extremely upset, which I didn't blame them. First thing that I had to do was to get them out of the area, out of the main area as far as the other customers are concerned, because everyone was listening and just couldn't believe that that occurred. So my first thing was to isolate them so I could talk to them individually. Once I got them individually, I started talking to them about what I was going to do, which of course was contact the finance company so I could get them their car back as soon as possible. It took a little while, unfortunately. People were doing other things, and it took probably an hour and a half for someone to give me a call back so I could go ahead and release their vehicle to them.
Okay.
They were very understanding. They were appreciative that I worked to get their car back, and it was just a terrible, terrible situation as far as they're concerned. And it was a black eye on our company, but we did resolve it. They were happy. Whenever they came into the dealership after that, they always would say hello. So I was relieved, and I'm sure they were, about the eventual settlement of that situation.
Well, good job. It sounds like the customer obviously was not 100% happy, but it seems like you did the best that you could do on your end to make sure that they were happy to the best of your ability. So that's a good job. Way to work it out. I know it's hard to overturn those negatives, but you did a good job. That was good. Very thorough. Okay, question number 3. I want you to think of a time you had to contact a stranger and persuade him or her to do something. What was the situation? What did you do? And again, what happened?
Well, again, I'm talking about prior sales experience. I used to be in financial sales at one point in time, and I would have to cold call customers and try to persuade them to invest with me over the phone or to set up an appointment so I could come out and meet with them so that they would feel comfortable with investing their hard-earned money with me. So I would cold call, and there was particular people that I would call, what I call drip on, call them, say hello to them every couple of months or so. We'll remember their birthdays, remember their dog's name, put it on a card. You can tell how long ago that was. I wasn't putting it in the computer. I was writing it on a 3x5 index card, so that was a while ago. But I actually would keep the information and drip on them until they felt comfortable with investing $5,000 or $10,000 with me, and they would do it. Never meet them. I would just get a check in the mail, and it was a great experience. And again, it was based on follow up, and building a rapport with the customer.
So it sounds like you didn't do any zero, you didn't do any pressure selling, it sounds like
No,
as well.
not at all.
That's good. It's always good when you're, approaching a stranger, especially in sales. Seems like your focus is establishing a good relationship with the customer. And in return, you were able to keep a loyal customer.
You're absolutely right.
That's great. Oh, you're doing a great job. The next question here, you're applying here for a sales job, obviously. The only thing is I've never seen you sell anything.
Okay.
So, if I may, I want to ask you to sell me something.
Well, you know what, Mr. Ware, you look like you're a very hard-working man. I'm sure you're up on your feet working all day long, and when you get an opportunity to sit back and relax, you enjoy it. Is that true?
Very true.
Well, why don't we talk about this chair a little bit?
Okay, let's talk about it.
This chair, if you take a look at it, it's a very solid but comfortable chair.
Mm-hmm.
The padding is great. You have a great seat, very relaxing, but on top of that, it's very sturdy. It's strong. It's made out of tubular metal,
Mhm.
which is going to support you and your family members for years. It's not going to break down. But more important than anything, when you sit on this, you're going to enjoy it. You're not going to want to get up.
Oh,
Why don't you take a seat?
don't mind if I do.
How's that feel?
Feels pretty good.
Doesn't it feel great when you've been on your feet all day to be able to sit in a nice, comfortable seat and know that it's yours?
Yes.
Nobody
Yes.
can make you get up. Well, maybe except your wife, but
Well, it depends on how comfortable I am, but right now I'm very comfortable.
great seat. Well, what I'll do is that chair is only $25 today. We have a special. What I'll do is I'll get one of our guys to put it in your truck. You can go ahead and make the payment, and you can make a decision if you want to buy more than one. Did you want more than one, or did you just want to buy this one particular chair tonight?
I tell you what, I will start out with this one. You got me sold on this one,
All right.
and we'll go from there.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much. It was great doing business with you.
All right, thank you, thank you. Excellent, excellent presentation.
Thank you, sir.
All right, last but not least, I was going through your transcripts, Mr. Brooks,
Okay,
and looks pretty good.
thank you.
I noticed you had a lot of work history,
Yes.
and you've had a number of jobs. You're taking a lot of classes as well.
Yes, sir.
And you have taken, what, out of those classes that you've taken in the past, what would you say is your favorite and why?
Well, I would probably say that one of my favorite classes is my Principle of Sales class.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you because it's a skill. It's something that you can use throughout life.
Mhm.
You can use it with family members, with coworkers, with people that you meet on the street. The skills that I learned from this particular class will benefit me as far as my entire life is concerned, and also give me the opportunity to teach my children and other people that are close to me some of the benefits of the sale, and also what to look for when being sold materials. So I really think that as far as life is concerned, my Principle of Sales class is the best class, and I really enjoy it.
Well, Mr. Brooks, I definitely enjoyed our experience today. Great input. Got to know a little bit about you, excuse me. And yeah, great experience. And what we're going to do is we're going to reevaluate what we talked about today. Going to look over some more information that you submitted, and we'll be giving you a call, Mr. Brooks. I want to thank you again for coming in.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ware. I appreciate you.
Appreciate it.